Huh? Already, man. I know you ain't gonna make no peep. I hear that boy Dale out there running the up.
Let's start it off simple. Just say your name and what you do.
Oh, all right, man. Look, my name Willie Mack, Willie Mack Jr., a.k.a. Bo Willie, and I'm a tattoo artist. I've been tattooing for about almost 20 years now. So, you know, I'm kind of a veteran now. You know what I'm saying? So.
First question I would say was, what got you into tattooing?
Oh, man. Tattooing, what got me into it? I would say during the time I started tattooing was like the hot boy era. So I mean, it wasn't really popular, but it was on the verge of getting popular. You know what I'm saying? You know, so different people like I say, Allen Iverson and the hot boys and stuff. You know, like they kind of inspired people to want to get it. You know what I'm saying? So, what else I would say? And my sister, she started getting tatted. So when I seen it, you know, like it kind of, you know, inspired me to want to do that because I had been drawing since I was like 5 years old. So every day I would draw different things. And other people, like people that wanted tattoos, they would come to me, man, Willie, man, can you draw something up for me? So, you know, I did it every day. I did it for fun. I did it because I loved it, you know. So that was kind of like, you know, like a stepping stone, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was brewing, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, like I started getting tatted at 14. So when I started getting it, that really turned me on to it, you know, but when I started getting tattooed, okay, like I was like 14 years old. The guy that tattooed me and whatnot, you know, and you would kind of know like the areas, the South, you know what I'm saying? And during this time, it weren't no black tattoo shops. It wasn't no black tattooists, you know what I'm saying? Like it was brewing, you know what I'm saying? And the guy, I asked the guy, man, you know, like, is this hard? You know, and he didn't know nothing of my talents or my drive and dedication and whatnot. I guess he just, you know, maybe seen a young black guy and, I mean, you know, I guess the money was good to get spent, but it wasn't no, like he kind of shut me down, like, nah, it's hard, you know. And it really was. Like when I tried to get into it, it wasn't no internet popping. It wasn't, you know, like you really had to go above and below just to get the proper equipment. So with that being said, I made my own tattoo machines. You know what I'm saying? Like they had like the Latinos, you know what I'm saying, a few come through and I seen how they made the tattoo machines and whatnot. So from that point on, I was like, well, if you're not gonna show me how, I'm just gonna take the initiative to do it on my own, you know, and that was the approach, you know, as far as getting into tattooing.
I'll tell you, I've been knowing you for a while I know of you, considering I think you did some of my brother early tattoos. And pretty much like I told Dale, like, bro, people might not know you, but they know your name, like you've been a hood legend for a long time. I was thinking when you said Hot Boy, I'm like, bro, that's...
Yeah, like the early 90s, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, I got my first tattoo. Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Damn, you really started early, bro.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it, the way you say it, like the early 90s, I'm like...
Yeah. So, I mean, like I got my first tattoo at 14, and it was 1995, you know what I'm saying, like for Christmas. And I would say from that point, I paid more attention to the things that it took to do a tattoo and whatnot. And I mean, just one day, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just that I decided to take the first step, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I made my own because it wasn't nowhere where I could get one. I couldn't afford it. I was poor. And that's what kind of thrust me into it anyway, because when you're back against the wall, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was the youngest of the kids, and I was spoiled. So my mother had took a turn, you know, like sickly and whatnot. So she was the breadwinner, and I mean, bread was coming slower. You know what I'm saying? So I needed some bread, and I mean, that was a way for me to at least try, because I already loved drawing. I did it every day for no reason. And during class, I'd do my work and draw on whatever piece of paper I had left. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that was the motivation right there. Just art, period. Art. It was just a new canvas. You know what I'm saying? So. Neat, man.
That thing ain't gonna fall apart every time.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna hold it down. What's up, Stan?
How you doing, man? Stan.
Yeah. What's good, baby? You know, this one of my artists too. This one of my artists, Stan. You heard me? You know, he's a Renaissance man. He travels the world, different countries, and you know, speak different language and do stunt work. Real talk, living the dream though. You know what I'm saying? I can honestly say that. Living the dream.
I got a side question.
Okay.
You said something that kind of stuck out to me about how you went to a guy who tried to get in the door and tried to see how to get in. He kind of gave you a hard time and tell you how difficult it was.
Yeah.
Do you find that more prevalent in our community, considering I know almost every single time I reach out to somebody, like I know previously me and Dale was trying to get with somebody just to even show us how to use the equipment. Like, we wanted to work for free.
Yeah.
We'll do it for free just for the experience to learn. Guy refused to teach us, man. Made every kind of excuse, almost kind of like, if I show you how to eat, you're gonna take off my
food. Yeah. Well, I mean, that is very much so a part of nature. So I mean, so like you can kind of understand that some people will refuse to show you how to do something that can very much so be their demise. You know what I'm saying? I understand that part, but in this instance, I thought it was more like, you know, my skin color. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I seen white artists. They had I didn't grow up in New Orleans per se. I grew up in Kenner, and in Kenner it was just a suburban area. You know what I'm saying? But it was
guy or a black guy?
a white guy. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and the truth is, from that point on, was my road to nowhere, because I mean, from what I know now, it had nothing to do with how I began. You know what I'm saying? Which it did, but everything that I did in the beginning was more trial and error, because when I took it, I took everyone else's approach to tattooing, and I'm catering to my community, to the blacks. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I made so many mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, mistakes to the point where, like, I wanted to get better. Like, I wanted my product to be better. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a journey. And really from that point on, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to learn it. Like I said, no one showed me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I can guarantee it was more of a racial thing, because like as I grew a name in different things and whatnot, it was still just as hard to get my foot in the door of a professional environment. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, shit, like that's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of guys that decided to want to try it out, but realized that it was hard. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that it was a hard thing to do, because I was talented. And I mean, like, that's what made me survive. Like, the fact that I can draw and create pictures out of thin air, out of my mind and stuff, you know, helped build my reputation. Plus, you know, like I said, I was young, so I was like 16 years old, so I didn't have no rules. I didn't have no foundation as far as following the rules. I created the rules, and I mean, only thing that I knew was, as long as I don't get in trouble, you know what I'm saying, it's all good. And I mean, really, that's how I helped build my rep because I was catering to my community, to my peers and whatnot, and they spread the word of, yeah, man, the dude Bo, man, from Kenner, woo, woo, woo. And it just grew. It just grew, you know what I'm saying? Because I was doing it every day. I was, like I said, when you hurting, when your pocket's hurting, you dig, and your back against the wall, like you kind of take the approach of, okay, you got to get it how you live. You know what I'm saying? So, and there was long nights, early mornings, and I mean, you know, it was fun, you know. So, I mean, a female asked me not so long ago, like, how do I feel about tattooing? Do you ever get tired of it? And all this time I've been tattooing, I never got tired of it because it's more like every day I get to meet a new person, a new individual, you know what I'm saying? And really and truthfully, while I get to do what I love, they're telling me their stories and they're helping me create something for them. And I mean, like, it just, you know, one hand washing the other, you know what I'm saying? So it's always been fun. It's always been interesting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, what's up, baby? You know, what's good with you? Yeah. You know?
That leads me to this question. What was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo?
That
I got?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's so old. I covered it up, man. I just covered it up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I was young, I didn't have no guidance. So, I mean, it was more a lot of different things, you know, experiments, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know, I didn't like doing things that I knew were wrong again. You know what I'm saying? So when I made the mistakes, you know what I'm saying, like I didn't repeat those, you know what I'm saying? Like I took it out, you know what I'm saying? You know, tabulated it. It was at my man. And I just put it in my mental, you know, computer and whatnot and just knew, okay, look, this is part of the process, you know what I'm saying? Getting them, you know, and watching other people do them on me. Like, you know, I mean, I took other people's blueprint as my own, you know what I'm saying? But that's just like any child in a weary land, you know what I'm saying? You try to find something to cling on to. So like I said, like I used to look at books 24/7, Asian style, Latino style, white people, new school, old school, all these different things, and they pulled my attention in different places. But when it came down to tattooing, I'm looking at their diagram, and it didn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work for us because it didn't, you know, show the beauty that it did on, okay, like say like with the Latinos and whatnot. They use fine lines. You know what I'm saying? And these fine lines, the darker it is on a person, the harder it is for it to actually be seen. So it took me a while to realize that I couldn't do things so small. I couldn't do things with so little lines, you know? And I mean, it just was a process. But this is the very first tattoo that I did on myself. You know what I mean? It's quite old, but you know what I'm saying? That was the beginning right there, you know what I'm saying? And like when I started tattooing myself, it's like other people seem like, oh man, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Can I get one? And shit, you know, I was like, yeah. So like all my peers and I played ball, football, basketball, everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So those are the first guys that I'm dealing with. And when they go places, it's like they telling people, man, look, yeah. So it just became a Verizon style network, you know what I'm saying? Like one person tell the next, and it's still like that's how I operate business, you know what I'm saying? Like I know that your work is your reputation. So I try to keep my work, you know what I'm saying, top notch. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want a tattoo if I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to, like, I'm not going to take it out on my artwork and my customers. This is forever. I found out that this is the only thing you're going to take to the grave with you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all your worldly possessions, you may not never get those. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to stick that in the ground with you. You know what I'm saying? But your tattoos, they coming with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna follow you everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, Dale. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the example, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people express everything that they go through, the style, like I said, it's like fashion. You know, and I mean that's one thing that black people, you know, we love fashion. So now that the styles of tattoo and different people, like it's clearer now. It's clearer more now than ever. Like 20 years ago, it was everybody had shitty tattoos. Everybody, white people, black people, you know, I'm saying everybody. But you know, it's progress. You know what I'm saying? We progressed a lot all this time.
Well, side question, because even when you were talking, this question came up, and I had to write that bad boy down. Just even with your unique background and how you came up and how it led you into tattooing, do you think if you were like exposed to like other forms of art at that time frame, you might have ventured into those compared to tattooing?
You want to be honest with you? Look.
Because your skills are back, like, man, you got some of the coolest like paintings that I've seen. You know, I know compared to maybe if you was in this time or if somebody might have, because even like you said with tattooing, it's kind of like the same way you got into tattooing, it was a new world for you. Yeah. You got introduced to it. Yeah. Nobody opened the door, so it was like you had to go on your own
kick that bitch down. Had to kick it down.
Imagine if you would have had exposure to another realm, like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like even with painting, to where that's how every artist gets started. They start off as a starving artist working for commission, and next thing you know, once they pop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, definitely. See, like in high school, art led me to like everything. Like I never really had a job per se, you know what I'm saying? Like I never went to go get up and go work on somebody's clock, but my art was always, it led me to different things to make money. So like my freshman year in high school, I learned to screen print, and the way that I got in there was because I had drawing skills. So I used to draw designs for the guy who had the business, and that business led me to like they had a class at Bonneville High School, whatever. What it focused on commercial arts, and I mean, man, I've won so many trophies. I've been to the governor's mansion, eat dinner with the governor, and won like really like I had a scholarship. I just didn't want it. I didn't want it because in my hood, from where I come from and how we was doing things, if you didn't get no football scholarship, no basketball scholarship, it just wasn't right. You know, at least from my standpoint, from my vantage point, you dig? I didn't want to go to school just to draw. I did it was like I didn't think of it like it would lead me to a career, even though like I was good at drafting, I was good at cartooning, and even, you know, graphics. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned it all, you know, but it just wasn't the career that a young black teenage boy would want to lead. You know what I'm saying? So like I kind of threw that shit on the back burner. Like, you know, any art institute, like, I forgot the name of it, you know, but they tried to give me one, and I didn't want it. You know, I just didn't even pay it no mind. If it wasn't cash money, if it wasn't, like I got, what do you call those things? It's not money, it's like, savings bonds. I got a bunch of those from winning contests. I just go cash them in. I ain't saving nothing. I want that money now. You know what I'm saying? Like J.G. Whitworth, I want my money now. You know, but as far as opportunities, like art has brought me a lot of different places. You know what I'm saying?
I understand your standpoint on that, because I think that's just a deficit even in our own community. Because I mean, I think anybody who went to school during that time frame, especially in talented art, like, man, they always try to give you a brochure on something like that. You get something in the mail, like, man, what the hell is this?
What? Yeah.
Like, because your mind isn't conditioned to think outside of the box. You're thinking about, when you think about going to school, art is the last thing on your mind.
But it was the very last thing, man. Especially like you playing ball and And I can vouch for it because I was a high school super talent. Dale was a high school super talent. Like, we didn't look at art like it was gonna be the avenue out. You know what I'm saying? Considering how many niggas was actually getting out. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause out there in the project, they had talented people everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mother knew how to make dresses and do different things like that. I thought that was cool, make furniture, you know? And I would say even me being a project kid, I went to like a white school, predominantly white school. So I learned shit like pottery. So like, you know, really coming out of my environment and being in different environments for art, like it exposed me to different things and it enlightened me. But coming back to the hood, it was a lane, you know what I'm saying? Like that pretty much, you know, it's still stereotype, like, you know, like all we good at with this and that, you know what I'm saying? But I can honestly say that the art humbled me, the art changed my life, the art opened, you know, new doors up to me, you know what I'm saying? And I learned the airbrush, I learned the paint, I learned everything that you could possibly learn to do with a paintbrush or anything dealing with visual communications, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was for me.
I'm changing my whole interview. I can't ask the same questions.
Mm-hmm.
It'll change. I guess my biggest question I can ask you right now is, considering where you came from, and even just looking back over all of it, how, man, just for lack of a better word, just out of sheer ignorance of not knowing, what's the best way you feel that we can reach this generation who have those talents but kind of overlook them because it doesn't fit the norm? From the perspective of like, okay, if you can't rap, if you can't play basketball or football, or the next thing they try to get you to do is you go to, if you can't do that, go work at the plant because that's the next place to get you some dollars.
Yeah, that's very much so what they try to convince all of us to do, you know what I'm saying? And just get into the work field instead of being an entrepreneur yourself, you know what I'm saying? Free enterprise. The fact of the matter is, it's showing a person, like if you can introduce what you do to the next person, and see, like a lot of people just like we might well go back, whatever, as far as people feeling like another person taking off of their plate. I mean, the way I looked at it, like, okay, like I've worked with some of New Orleans' hottest tattoo artists, in some of New Orleans' hottest tattoo shops. And I mean, what I found out is there's enough room for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no matter what, the fact of the matter is, okay, look, even in here, it's like a classroom setting. And even when I was in my classroom setting, it was a competition. So we really come in here and we inspire each other and we compete. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't have to be spoken, okay, that I'm on your ass today. But today I came here to be the best. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's what I tell all my guys. Like here at, I would say that, yeah, me and my wife, we started it, but we are a conglomerate of individual bosses. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's his own boss, he's his own boss, he's his own boss. And I mean, the fact of the matter is, when you're your own boss, you make it happen. Like, I can't get them to come here and be the best unless they want to be. You know what I'm saying? So, but like really, we inspire each other. We teach each other. You know what I'm saying? We learn from each other. And I mean, that's what it's about. You know, really giving someone that inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was like I take on apprentices all the time. And depending on who you are, I mean, this is the lion's den. You feel what I'm saying? And if you want to come in here and eat, you have to be a lion. You know what I'm saying? So really and truthfully, the guys that's wound up next to me, those were the ones that weathered the storm, that didn't get discouraged, you know, because, I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere someone's going to tell you what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? But here, You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to get these guys to be the best that they can be. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about them being the best artist or the one that can do the portraits the best or the freestyle. Nah, it's about completing your objective. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell my guys, we make things simple yet complex. Meaning, you knock out the simple things first. You know what I'm saying? You perfect the simple things, and everything from that point on is a process. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the right foundation and the right, blueprint. You're gonna make the right structure. So, like, I get them to focus on being neat. You know what I'm saying? Different things like perfection. That's very much the goal in everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not trying to perfect your craft, you're not dedicated. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I try to tell them, okay, look, if you have to go over a line twice, it's not one line, it's two lines. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get it right the very first time, boom. You know what I'm saying? And it's really like something that we all pride ourselves on because we accomplished that. You know what I'm saying? Once you accomplish the little things, you know what I'm saying? The complex things, they all fall into, like everything fall in line. Like, it's just a process. It's like you learn to crawl, to walk, to run, to jump. You can fly from that point on, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just, it's crazy because, like, I've been doing this for, like I said, 20 years, and the guys that's next to me, they've been doing it for less time, but they still inspire me. They still give me game, you know what I'm saying? And and that's what a well-oiled machine is supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? Work with the other components so we can all get better, you know what I'm saying? So, we'll talk.
I guess I'll get this question out of the way. Mm-hmm. What you got coming up or down the pike that we should be looking out for?
Ooh, I mean, I'm kind of a spontaneous person, no lie. I mean, like opportunity, it's just about being ready for opportunity. I'm always ready, and I mean, as far as shoot, I mean, it's just being ready, and cause see, like every day we deal with new people, and I keep it in my mind that that the person that's getting tattooed, you are special, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate when a person like travels. Like I have a lot of people, they travel to come and get a tattoo. And I mean, like that right there is respect. You know what I'm saying? Like if you pass up 5, 6 different tattoo shops, 5, 6 different artists and whatnot, you dig, 5, 6 different cities to come in, I mean, like that's appreciation. And I tell my customers that I appreciate it. And the best way to show my appreciation is to give them the very best that I can be. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, really and truthfully, through that, I've met so many people that you never know who's gonna come through that door. Like I done had a few superstars, you know what I'm saying, get tattooed by me. And I mean, I've tattooed superstars when they weren't superstars, when they were just normal people and then became that. But my work is my reputation, and I understand that the minute they walk out that door, they're not walking out with just a tattoo for them. They're walking out with a piece of me, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I gotta represent myself correctly, you know what I'm saying? So, and that right there is the inspiration, like to know that, you know what I'm saying, that, the right person will see your stuff. So, like, I mean, like, really, the sky's the limit. As far as where we gonna go, I mean, as long as we dedicated, like, Lord knows who might come through the door again. I tattooed Boosie, I tattooed Odell Beckham, I tattooed so many local talented football and basketball players that they all over the world now. You know what I'm saying? It's too many to name. But through it all, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the people that show that they dedicated to my work, that I show, you know, my dedication back. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I appreciate that. You know.
But for the most part, we done. Only other thing I know I probably won't give it up with you. I'm trying to put some things together. You two there. Put something together, man. You know about YBS, huh?
Yeah.
Trying to get up.
We're on my way. Young Black Successful.
Yeah. Trying to link up with them. Trying to see, really not link up with them just yet. Trying to get the blueprint and everything together about doing some community art lessons, man, just for those kids in the community.
Yeah.
Just to give back kind of for those kids who are creative, to kind of give them outlets. Just like what you was even saying earlier, like, man, if you can catch the young mind early to give them, because even like what you were saying earlier, like some of your homeboys, is like, man, I think some of the hardest things to do is catch the inspiration of a person, because like, if the light bulb don't come on, you can talk all day you want. It's just saying you ain't going nowhere. If they can't see your vision, you can tell them like, hey, bro, you gotta prepare to do. You want to be successful, you gotta do this. Like, if they can't see,
they gotta want it too. They gotta want it more than you, in order to be successful. You know what I'm saying? So, like I would say, when you're younger, you know you're more hungry. So I mean, like I like to inspire the youth to get tattooed or to tattoo. If you show me that you have some drive and initiative and some talent, at the end of the day, you're gonna build your own web. You know what I'm saying? Different people that's gonna mess with you. When we leave and we go to different communities. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what church Dale go to. Dale, you go to church, Dale? Every blue moon, he go to church and they talk about Dale the Tat Man and what he did on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? But everyone has that ability to reach their own, you know, like their own calling and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So if I can inspire one, the same way that, you know, like it all starts with one person. You know what I'm saying? And that one person, depending on who you do and who they know, they can very much so be the plug to the whole city. You know what I'm saying? They give you the right cosign to where, you know, a lot of people would endorse your business and, you know what I'm saying, to give you a shot. You know, like I said, every person that I tattoo, if I haven't tattooed them before, my whole objective is to get them to remember my name. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's simple things that I do that, like, they don't know. Like, it's kind of routine for me to ask them who was their previous artist. And if they tell me they don't know, oh my gosh, it's a big debate because this is personal. You know what I'm saying? Like I get so close to people that I can touch them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that's personal. So when they leave here, they leave with my brand, that's personal to me. You know what I'm saying? So really and truthfully, you know, I want to tattoo the world. I want to inspire as many people as I possibly can to just, if I inspire you, come on a little journey with me, you know what I'm saying? See if I can inspire you to be better than me, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, because competition is actually the father of invention. Because if no one is there to compete with you, how would you actually get better? Who's inspiring you to get better if there's no one to tell you what you can't do or what you can't do better? You know what I'm saying? So really and truthfully, you know, I guess, you know, the journey, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people out there that inspire me. And people that I inspire, they never asked, you know what I'm saying, who inspires you? You know, because like I said, like if I took the people that inspire me and took their blueprint to success and I followed it, chances are, you know what I'm saying, I can reach success maybe a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was there for me to follow by design, you know, or if a person was to give me the ins and outs, you know what I'm saying? And I actually didn't have that. You know, Dale been tattooing for about half as many years as I've been tattooing. But the fact of the matter is, you know what I'm saying, like the different trials and tribulations that I go through, I don't want my guys to go through at all. So, like that's the beauty of having a big dog. You know what I'm saying? A big dog, somebody that done went through the storm for you to kind of help you understand what can go wrong. If you know what can go wrong, you know what to avoid. You know what I'm saying? So I went through it all. You know what I'm saying? The times where I felt like, oh man, it just ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, then just realizing that, man, I've loved this my entire life. So when you love it, let it consume you, let it kill you. You know what I'm saying? So, and like that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I come here, this is my sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? Like when my nerves are bad, I come here to vent. When I'm feeling good, I come here to party. You know what I'm saying? And I mean because, you know, like I said, like when something, you know what I'm saying, it's in you, you can't help but to release it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how I feel about it. You know, and I'll do this till the day that I'm dead and gone, till I got carpal tunnel and I can't hold it no more. But you know what I'm saying? From that point on, I won't be playing anymore. I'll probably step into a coach's position, you know what I'm saying, and give me a few more guys that I can inspire, you know what I'm saying, and just give them the ins and outs. But for the meantime, you know, I'm still a student myself. You know?
Rap that.
Yeah.